Welcome to the ultimate guide for Mystique in Marvel Snap. Mystique is a powerful enabler here, 3 energy, 0 power, with the on-reveal effect of copying the ongoing ability of the last card that you played before her. Today's guide is going to walk you through deck lists that utilize only Series 1 and Series 2 cards if you're a newer player that just opened Mystique, as well as a whole range of deck lists that I enjoy playing with my nearly complete Marvel Snap collection, in which Mystique is a key piece of them. I would love to hear from you in the comments down below which of these deck ideas is your favorite, as well as what other cards you'd like to see a guide video like this made for in the future. If you enjoy the content, as always, make sure to tap that like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I post Marvel Snap guides like this one, as well as deck highlights and other game news updates here 7 days a week. I'd love to see you back again, but for today, let's dive on to some sweet Mystique deck lists. The first of the 2 starter Mystique decks I'd like to highlight today is an upgrade to the Khazar Swarm deck. Khazar, as well as Blue Marvel, are both powerful ongoing effects that Mystique is excellent at doubling up to provide our board with additional bonuses. Or if you suspect your opponent could be a deck leveraging Killmonger, Mystique could also double up Armor's protective bonus in a pinch, helping us secure a second lane against that powerful destroy effect. Our second starter deck that Mystique slots perfectly into is the Moon Girl Devil Dino archetype. What's better than 2 Devil Dinosaurs, you ask? Why, 3, of course. If we Moon Girl double up our Mystiques on the 4th turn, we can Devil Dinosaur on 5 and then Mystique on 6, giving us +2 power for every card in our hand across all 3 lanes if we want. This build is also leveraging Iron Man as another powerful ongoing effect that we can deploy on the 5th turn, and then copy with Mystique on the 6th and final turn. Cosmo is a card I always like to shout out in this archetype. This is a card that can not only be used as a disruptive element against things like Wong, but it can also be used to protect our Devil Dinosaur against opposing things like Shang-Chi or Enchantress that often come down on the 6th and final turn. And because Cosmo costs just 3 resources, it can be deployed in tandem on the final turn with Mystique when we're doubling up that potent ongoing effect. This next build is kind of an in-between step between the mostly Series 1 and Series 2 Mystique Dino deck that we just looked at and the optimal Mystique Dino deck that I'm going to showcase after this one. In addition to Mystique, this is leveraging Hood and Quinjet as additional Series 3 cards to add some power to the archetype. Hood's Demon is another excellent thing to be duplicating with Moon Girl, and Quinjet not only makes Demon free, but it reduces the cost of everything that Moon Girl copies, giving us far more explosive final turns. Something key that Quinjet enables in this deck is if you copy your Devil Dinosaur, the copied Dino will cost 4 and a copied Mystique will cost 2, meaning you can go turn 5 Dino into turn 6 Dino plus Mystique copy Dino. This next build, Ronan Dino, is my preferred Mystique Devil Dino deck with my mostly complete collection. Ronan the Accuser takes the 5 slot as a second powerful ongoing card as opposed to Iron Man in the more budget builds. Ronan gets +2 attack for every card in the opponent's hand. A very regular powerful sequence with this deck is you Ronan on turn 5, and then on turn 6 you play Mystique to copy Ronan's ongoing effect, and then we play Maximus with our remaining 3 energy that not only adds 7 stats to the board, but also draws our opponent 2 cards, making both Ronan and Mystique larger. This deck also has that same Moon Girl Devil Dino core, along with things like Quinjet, Angela, and the Collector at the bottom end, so we're capable of doing things that care about our hand size as well, but Ronan is an excellent backup plan in spots where the rest of that does not come together for you. This next deck would be my Mystique recommendation to build towards if you're looking for the highest raw power level of any Mystique deck. Mr. Negative, very powerful on-reveal effect, inverting the energy and power of every card in our deck. Iron Man, Mystique, and Ironheart become completely free while offering power that they didn't before when they are affected by Mr. Negative. Mystique can not only copy Iron Man in this deck to let us go really tall in 2 individual lanes, but she can copy Blue Marvel as well, letting us pump up absolutely everything on the board +2. Another interaction worth noting is that if Rogue steals an ongoing effect from an opponent, Mystique played afterwards can copy that stolen ongoing effect that Rogue now has. This deck creates really impressive swings on the final turn, since Mr. Negative lets us play out so many cheap cards in one fell swoop to lots of locations of our choosing, depending on which are beneficial to us at that given point. Our final few Mystique decks here are probably the ones where she does the heaviest lifting, being able to duplicate powerful payoffs. In the case of this deck, Cerebro is an ongoing card that gives all of our cards with the highest power +2 attack. This is a Cerebro 2 deck because our deck is carefully crafted in a way that all of our cards have at most 2 power, meaning they will all share Cerebro's bonus while they're in play. If we're able to double up Cerebro's bonus with Mystique, we'll give all of our cards +4 attack, which allows us to swing board states in a big way. One of the real strengths of this archetype is its ability to add additional power to locations that you're locked out of, either via Storm's Flooding or because you already have 4 cards there, making it often excellent to surprise your opponent on that final turn to get extra cubes out of them in a game that they were expecting to win. Similar to Cerebro, Patriot is another powerful ongoing effect that Mystique is excellent at doubling up. Patriot gives all of your cards that have no abilities +2 attack. This means our Shockers, our Mysterio clones, our Broodlings all get bigger than their base cards are. This deck also has Blue Marvel as an alternative thing for Mystique to copy in a pinch if Patriot is a little bit shy about showing up. And this particular build of Patriot that I am partial to also has a Destroy sub-package here, allowing Carnage or Killmonger to crack a Nova to also provide an additional way to scale up the entirety of our game board. Finally, while I wouldn't recommend this last deck based on pure power level, if you're looking to combo off and do a big impressive thing, this deck is definitely an excellent one to try with Mystique. The basic idea here is that we use Wave or Psylocke to build up a path that involves Onslaught to double up our ongoings, Mystique to double up, followed by Wong to double up our on-reveal effects to finally top off our combo path with a copy of Gambit, whose on-reveal effect will be duplicated lots and lots of times to hurl cards at our opponent's board, destroying absolutely everything they have in play that is capable of being destroyed. This deck has a lot of moving pieces, and it doesn't always come together, but it's definitely the most impressive combo style deck that Mystique can be a part of, and I wanted to include it here for you all to see. Thanks for making it all the way through to the end of the Ultimate Guide video. If you're looking for easy importable lists for any of the decks highlighted here, you'll find those in the video description down below. You'll also find other YouTube videos linked that are gameplay of a number of these decks in action if you want to check them out before working towards building them yourself. I would also love feedback in the comments about the format of this video, as well as other cards you'd like to see me make a guide like this for in the future. Remember, if you enjoyed any of my insights, to tap that like button as well. And if you happen to make it this far and you're not currently subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Come back again sometime, tap the button. You'll find lots more deck guides, deck highlights, game news updates, and everything Marvel Snap here 7 days a week. I'd love to have you back again. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks.